TEW 2016, the branding solution, and we are on the go home week to the Royal Rumble, and we have Raw tonight. So we start with our pre-show matches, our number one contenders for the tag titles, and Harper and Rowan get a win. I'm surprised it's called a positive, as in above 50. I consider that a positive. And then we move on to Kurt Angle versus Marty Scurll. We had a big match this one. I can see big things for this boy on this game. So we have to wait and see how far we can go with this. Team of Kurt Angle works. Kurt Angle is a great worker. Not quite in any of the main pictures at the moment, but hyping up to the Royal Rumble. System X pick up a nice easy win. As you can see, they are improving. They have a lot of work to do before I put them anywhere near a sort of match. And Bo Dallas was the star performer, which is good to see. He's actually improving since I put him back in NXT. Jinder Mahal picked up a win, but same sort of performance level as Anthony Nese. So that could be a new replacement for him. Hashtag DIY picked up a nice easy win. As you can see, the Bollywood boys are in my NXT. They need a lot of work. So yeah, they'll be my pre-show match for a long time, I think. Jack Swagger beat Biff Busick. I think this was a good put together match. Biff is now on the main roster. It's just finding the direction for him to go in. Jay Lethal and American Alpha picked up a win over Rhino, No Way Jose, and Matt Taven, all from my NXT group. Nice little work, that one. I'm surprised No Way Jose got such a high work rate. So we'll continue on from there. And I believe this is the pre-show main event, and it's Chris Sabin versus Noam Dar. With Sabin picking up the win. We go into our main show with a hell of a 99, Triple H walks to the ring with his champions Rollins, Big E, and his other high main eventers Ambrose, Owens, and Samoa Joe. He announces that Roman Reigns will be facing these 5 men tonight. He can do it alone, or he can find 5 or 4 more partners. Roman Reigns says this won't be hard. I'm trying to keep Roman Reigns' promos quite short. And we automatically get Daniel Bryan become the first member of his team. So there's at the moment it's 5 on 2, leading up to the 5 main events. Samoa Joe is still not too good at these sort of things, but still, if you were to look at negatives, it's mainly announcing and commentary. So I don't see much bad going on there. We go straight into our first match, where we have the Certified Chiefs pick up a win over Crowd Time. And nothing fancy, just wanted them to have a win going into the Rumble. But afterwards they are attacked by Brown, Dante and Tommy End. That was meant to be Big Cass, not Big E. Oops, but it's done what it needed to do. We have a video hyping Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I am going to start doing a few video packages if I remember each show. I think it could help boost some of the other ones. Yes, this got a rating of F, but it has to be done that way. Carlito went on to lift the crowd again by beating Brian Kendrick. And then Neville comes out to cut a promo on Carlito, saying, "You've talked the talk, you've got the wins, but I got the title. When you face me at Fully Loaded, I will still have the title." So it's only a bit of a warning. I'm not having that match at the Rumble, because they're going to both be in the Rumble to continue on the movement. We then go to the backstage segment where we have Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan talking to Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston about joining their team, which they both agree because they both have beef. Kofi lost the title to Big E, and Dolph will be facing Big E to try and win that title. I have Roderick Strong defeat Ryback. I am continuing to push Roderick Strong to be a major contender to take Sami Zayn's title. It is going to be a little bit more of a work. It probably won't quite happen unless I have a big multi-person match at Mania, but post-Mania we may see this run happen. But afterwards, the Rio Furious comes out and attacks Roderick Strong, sending a warning that he wants that title. As Sami Zayn cuts a promo on, I want to do both, but you can only do one. I put Baron Corbin because I think Baron needs a bit more of a boost. But it's both Baron and Bad News who have been sort of against each other, and they both want this title. They are actually having a match tonight, and they are not in the Rumble, and which wasn't the best of matches. But I actually gave Baron Corbin the victory here, and with a handful of tights. I didn't want a decisive clean victory over Baron, but I wanted to make it feel that Bad News is the weak member of the team, of the three. We have The Miz calling out Chris Jericho. Only Jericho doesn't come out. It's someone impersonating Chris Jericho. This seems like a perfect thing for The Miz to do when he's against somebody. And then the real Chris Jericho stops it, chases him off, edges the segment quickly, leading up to an idea of their match at Fully Loaded. Last week I turned Jericho face. I feel I need one more facey person, and I also have that worry that Jericho could up and leave for music on this game, so I might as well drag a storyline out with him, with somebody else, and The Miz is that guy. And we just put together Chris Jericho beating Heath Slater, which is quite a good match, really, of 70. Happy with that. And Kevin Owens is continuing goading Finn Balor on. Finn Balor has been sending him messages, interfering in his matches. Kevin Owens is still fuming and wants Finn Balor to show himself once and for all. I just gave Sami Zayn a match at 74 in the match against Jack Gallagher. I just wanted a quick sort of match to show Sami Zayn. They haven't openly sort of challenged for one to face him. So then we move on to a in-ring segment now where we have all the tag teams again complaining that they want a chance to prove that they're good enough. I throw Pete Dunne into this time, mixing up a little bit because I've got about 10 tag teams, so, which I'm really happy with. 53, not great. But the Usos interfere and challenge any one of the teams, and TM61 are the team that face them. And the Usos get a win. I wanted the Usos to get a win. They're not quite only in that group, they're sort of still toying with the title picture. We move straight on into the next match, where we have John Morrison defeat Alberto Del Rio. They're on continuing a few wins here and there. I like Morrison, I want to give him more of a chance. But it takes a lot of time to get him ready for these matches. We have a video package hyping the arrival of Dalton Castle, which I have been trying to make happen for months now. Something just keeps coming up all the time, it doesn't happen. I was meant to debut him in late November, early December, and it's now the end of January. So I kind of gone against what I wanted to do with him. So I've got to redesign where I want him to enter. And then we also have Roman Reigns cutting a promo on Sami Zayn, saying that he's got a team ready to face him. And Seth Rollins, you better be watching your back, because this member is going to shock you. And then it turns out the member is actually Bray Wyatt. He's just into, everyone's in the ring and Bray Wyatt gets the whole crowd goes wild. break. It's a small little promo, and we are a go for this big main event, which could be horrendous. It's a 75. Okay, I'm not going to go bad. Performance-wise, everybody was pretty good. Only Samoa Joe. You look, you got an 87, 90, 87, 90, 83, 86, 83. A hell of a good match. I actually gave Roman Reigns the pinfall victory over Dean Ambrose. Ambrose is probably the most disposable that isn't Samoa Joe on that team. I didn't want Joe just to be in it to lose. So he had to go with a profile victory. Seth and Big E couldn't take their champs. And Kevin, I would want to be busy doing something else in this match. And afterwards, this has a big heated confrontation between the champs and the number one contenders. This isn't going to be the greatest show. I think we'll struggle to make over 75. We got an 80. Wow, that surprised me. That really did surprise me. But we'll head back to the main screen and we'll see what's next. And we are back to the main screen, and you can see everybody's mostly enjoying that show. Nothing fancy there. The news-wise just want to be promoted, but 3 of them are just ring announcers that I don't use. So, yeah, and Alex Riley, who also isn't being used much. So nothing fancy to read there. We can double check some of these storylines. We got a 74, a 60 on that, which is really good. You can see there's a host of what you call upper mid-carders in there. The only thing that we've gone to the lowest point it's ever gone, and that's because of the Baron Corbin bad news match. Just the random tag teams. Yeah, see, I've put most of the other tag teams in there. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Again, tag team titles, okay. TV titles, fine. World Heavyweight 75. So none of them are really hitting over 77, which is kind of worrying. Women's title is carrying that. I think the US title is actually might have a saving grace. We will need to make these storylines slightly better. Justin Gabriel is not happy. Why is he not happy? He hasn't been... We'll give him a small bonus. Keep him quiet. Okay, well, he can stay unhappy then. But that seems like that will do for this match. Currently, yeah. We will probably be back next time, or hopefully be back next time with SmackDown. Thank you all for watching.